Good morning, everybody. This is Z Narsimlu, Associate Professor, St. Peter's Engineering College. Today, we are going to be discuss about the collector to base transistor biasing. In the last class, we discussed about the fixed biasing. Now, today we have to be discuss about the collector to transistor biasing. In the collector to transistor biasing, we have the RB, which is connected from the collector to the base terminal. Just you have to observe this collector to base biasing circuit. We have the current which is coming from the place VCC. It is nothing but IC plus IB. IC is going to be entering into the collector terminal. IB is going to be entering into the base terminal. Then IE is nothing but IC plus IB. This is a DC bias with voltage feedback. Means you are going to be feedbacking the output voltage to the input of this base of the transistor. Now, let us consider the circuit applying the voltage law, Kirchhoff voltage law to the base circuit. What is the base circuit? Here, this one is the base circuit. This one is the base circuit. You can be understand. This one is the base circuit. For this base circuit, you have to be apply the Kirchhoff voltage law. Then you can be have VCC minus IB plus ICRC, IB plus ICRC into and minus IB RB. This one is RB and this one is IB minus VBE because of this VBE. Anyhow, emitter is connected to ground, so there is no emitter voltage. So you can be write finally VCC minus IB plus IC into RC minus IB RB minus VBE. It is equal to 0. Then you can have the VCC is equal RB plus RC IB plus IC RC plus VBE. Then you can rewrite that one IC with the voltage magnification factor of the common emitter amplifier. What is the current magnification of the common emitter amplifier? This is denoted as a beta. Beta is equal to IC divided by IB. Then you can be write this one IC is equal beta into IB. Just to replace IC with the beta into IB, and again you are trying to get that one what is the IB from the above equation. IB is equal VCC minus VBE divided by RB plus 1 plus 1 plus beta RC, because you are taking RC common here. Here also you can have the RC. So you can have the final equation IB is equal VCC minus VBE divided by RB plus 1 plus beta RC. When you say that one beta is much greater than 1, which is greater than 1, it is a 20, 200 something is there. So for the beta, when it is much greater than 1, then you can be say 1 plus beta is equal to beta. Then again you can be rewrite this equation from above equation. IB is equal VCC minus VBE divided by RB plus beta RC. Collector circuit, you have to be understand what is the collector circuit. Collector circuit is this one. Okay, it means that when you are applying the Kirchhoff voltage law to the collector circuit, then you can have the resultant equation corresponding to the KVL is VCC minus IC plus IB into RC minus VCE. It is equal to 0. Then what is the VCE? VC is nothing but collector to emitter voltage. It is equal to VCC minus IC plus IB into RCE. You should understand, if there is a change in beta, what is the beta? That is called the current amplification factor of the common emitter amplifier. If there is a change in beta due to piece to piece variation between transistors, or if there is a change in beta and ICO due to the change in temperature, then collector current IC tends to increase. Then you should be understand beta is going to be impact due to the temperature variation. ICO is going to be impact due to the temperature variation. If these two things are going to be impact over impact due to the temperature, then collector current is tends to be changed, tends to increase, tends to decrease. Why? Because this beta and ICO intern change due to the change of ICEO. So that one IC is equal beta IB plus ICEO. So resultantly, finally, IC is going to become changed. As a result, voltage drop across the RC increases. Why? Because when IC increases, then what happen? Voltage drop across the RC is going to become increases. Then you should understand, when IC increases, voltage drop across the RC is going to be increases. Then you could understand, since the supply voltage VCC is going to be constant due to the increase in RC VCE decreases. You know that when VCE is equal VCC minus IC plus IB into RC. Though you maintain the constant IB, IC is going to be changed, but RC may be constant. This IC is going to be impacting over what is the amount of VCE could be. Due to the reduction in the VCE, IB reduces. You know that one. Due to reduction in the VCE, IB is going to be reduces. How the IB is going to be reduces? You should be understand. IB is going to be equal to the VCC minus VBE divided by RB plus beta RC. Okay, and when you say that one VCE is reduces, then it is impacting over the IB. Why? Because you can simply write IB, you can write like that, um, uh, uh, minus plus IC plus IB into RC is equal VCC minus VCE, VCC minus VCE. So due to the reduction in the VCE, IB reduces. As IC depends on IB, decreases in IB reduces the original increase in IC. The result is that the circuit tends to maintain the stable value of the collector current, keeping the Q point is fixed. Very simple scenario. Because when you say that one beta is changing, IC is changing due to the temperature, that IC tends to be increases. As IC to be increases, then what happen? Then IC RC to be increases. When IC R to be increases, mean what happen? VCC minus IC RC to be decreases. It's impacting over the VCE. When VCE decreases, collector to emitter voltages decreases, means there is a having IB is decreases. When IB decreases, this IC depends on IB. When IB is not existing, IC is not going to be existing. When IB is controlling, mean IC is going to be controlling. Okay, that decrease in IB reduces the original increase in the IC. Like that, it is a cyclic order mechanism to control the IC rising due to the temperature impact over the beta and ICO. And let us have the small mathematical analysis over this one. Calculate the Q point value. Calculate the Q point value, that is called the IC and VCE determining for given circuit. You should understand beta DC for the circuit is 100 and RB is equal 100 kilo ohm, RC is equal 10 kilo ohm. We have the plus VCC is 12 volts and emitter is connected to ground. Now you have to be understand what is a IB. IB you can be determined by applying the Kirchhoff voltage law to the base circuit. Base circuit means what is that? We have VCC minus VBE. Where is the VCC and where is the VBE? I will show you. Where is the VBE? Here you can have the VBE. You should be understand. VCC minus VBE divided by RB plus 1 plus beta RC. This one is a formula already which was derived. Which was derived. From where which was derived? From here. You could understand this one. This is a formula which was derived, okay, by using Kirchhoff voltage law at input circuit of the collector to base bias circuit. Then IB is equal to VCC minus VBE divided by RB plus 1 plus beta RC. Just you are using that formula to determine this IB. There you substituted VCC is equal to 12 volts and VBE it is equal to 0.7 volts for the active region operation, and RB it is going to be equal to 100 kilo ohm, beta is 100, RC is 10 kilo ohm. Just you are substituting this, finally you are getting that IB is equal to 10.18 microamp. What is the IC? You know the relationship between beta, IC, IB. Beta is equal IC divided by IB. Then IC is equal beta into IB. You know the beta, you know the IB, then you substitute this value, then you will get it is equal to the 1.018 milliamp. You see this one, collector current is larger than the base current. You should be understand this concept. Here in the IB, it is 10.18 microamps, but IC is 1.01 milliamps. Milliamps is much larger than the microamps. Then what is the VCE, collector to emitter voltage? Here the formula already we derived the VCE formula here by applying the Kirchhoff voltage law to the collector circuit. It is given by VCE is equal to VCC minus IC plus IB into RC. Then you can be say VCE is equal to VCC minus IB plus IC into RC. VCC is 12 volts, IB is equal to 10.18 microamps. Micro you can be note like exponent is 10 to the power of minus 6 and IC is 1.018 milliamps. Exponent for the milliamps is 10 to the power of minus 3 and RC equal to 10 kilo ohm. For kilo exponent is 10 to the power of 3. By substituting all these things after calculation you will get VCE is equal 1.7182 volts. This one is the solution for the Q point values. Then this is a very important point. Your Q point values are IC and VCE. Then you have to be draw the x-axis and y-axis. Over the x-axis you have to be mention that one collector to emitter voltage. Over the y-axis you have to be mention that one collector current. Okay, right? And you have to be point out the marking the value corresponding to IC corresponding to VCE, and at the same time you should be draw the line corresponding to the IB. It is equal to 10.18 and you draw the line which is joining the 2 points, that is IC and VCE. Then where the point which is going to be crossing by the IB or the DC load line, which was line drawn between the IC and VCE, that point you can be call it as a Q point. That is point you can be call it as a Q point. How it is you can be say this one. This one is VCE, okay, and this one is IC, okay, and you should understand we have the IB, okay, IB. Then IB is equal, you have the value that is 10.18 microamps and you have drawn the some line in between that. This is nothing but VCE, this is nothing but IC. This is a point where it is crossing, that is called Q point. This is the understanding how to do the problems over this one. And one more problem, if you take, design the collector to base bias circuit for the specified condition, that is by giving VCC is equal 15 volts, VCE is equal 5 volts, IC is equal 5 milliamps, and beta is equal 100 amps. Design the collector to base bias circuit. What to design? You have to be determine the values which are corresponding to design the collector to base bias circuit. What are the component values are there? You should understand component values. There you have to be take the given data. VCC was given. Okay, VCC is there in the circuit. VCC was given. VCE was given. IC was given. Beta was given. You don't know what is the IB. You don't know what is the value of RC. You don't know what is the value of RB, and you don't know what is the value of VC. Okay, VC was given. Now these three parameters you have to be determined. You have to be determine IB. You have to determine RC. You have to be determine RB. Then first let us look into this one, determining IB. We know that one IC. IC is equal to the 5 milliamps. What is the, we know that one beta. Okay, what is the interrelation between beta and IC and IB? IB is equal IC divided by beta. Okay, you can also write that one, beta is equal IC divided by IB. Now your intention is to be determine this IB. So write the equation IC divided by IB. What the IC value is given? 5 milliamp. What is the beta value is given? 100. Then you substitute that one, you will get IB is equal 50 microamps. Then you can know how to be determined RC. RC where it is available in the collector circuit. So apply the collector to base bias circuit Kirchhoff voltage law. Then you should understand what is this. Okay, Kirchhoff collector to base bias circuit it should be applied. Then VCE is equal VCC minus IB plus IC RC. That is a formula you are using. Why? Because you see this one, this is a point. It means that this is a point from year to year. You are going to be determining the VCE. Here, what is the amount of supplied voltage? VCC. What is this current? IB plus IC. VCC minus IB plus IC into RC. Then remaining voltage is VCE. That is a formula. Okay, right? Then you have to be search for this RC. Then RC can be right in terms of the VCC minus VCE divided by IB plus IC. VCC is equal to 15, VC is equal to 5, and IB is equal to 50 into 10 to the power of minus 6 plus IC is equal to 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3, because minus 6 due to the microamps and minus 3 due to the milliamps. Then you substituted all these values, you will get final one is 1.98 kilo ohms. That is called the RC. What is the one more parameter need to be determined? RB. Where is the RB? It is in the base circuit. What to do? Apply the KVL. For what circuit? Base circuit. It means that collector to you have to apply the input circuit KVL. So you can have this one, VCE minus IBRB minus VBE is equal 0. Okay, VCE minus IBRB minus VB is equal 0. What is the voltage here? You should understand this voltage is VCE. VCE minus IBRB minus VBE is equal to 0. Where the VB is there? Here VB. Base to emitter voltage. Then you can understand RB is equal VCE minus VBE divided by IB. Substitute VCE. What was the VCE was given? It is in given question 5 volts. What is the VBE? 0.7. It is for the cut-in voltage of the transistor when it is in active region. What is the IB? 50 microamps already, which was determined. Then you substitute and calculate it. You will get this RB is equal to L 86 kilo ohms. This one is what is the design of the collector to base bias circuit for the specific conditions. And modified collector to base bias circuit. What is the modification was taken place compared to previous circuit to this circuit? Only simple thing is that which are going to be connecting RE in the emitter terminal. Just to observe here. Yeah, RE is connecting emitter terminal. Is there any alterations or any changes? No. RB was there connected to the collector, RC is connected to the collector, but RE extra which is connecting, okay, which is connecting in the emitter terminal. Now you should furtherly understand it, and you should be understand that one by using this RE you can have the more stability. The level of stability is going to be increasing. There you can have the stability, okay, by decreasing the IC, okay, by decreasing the IC. In turn, IB is going to be decreasing, IC is also going to be decreasing. Okay, that is the scenario was there. By that you can have the stability though the temperature is increases. Same thing you have to be observed in this also, but improvement will become more comparatively to the previous mechanism because this one is modified by having the RE. So now you should understand how the RE is going to be impacted. Applying KVL to the base circuit. Okay, this one is we have base circuit. Apply the KVL to the base circuit. Okay, then you can have this one VCC. Okay, what is this one? VCC minus ICIBRC. This one. Okay, minus IBRB minus VBE minus IERE is equal 0. Previously there were no IERE. Now you have the IERE. That is the difference. Then you can write this one VCC minus VBE is equal 1 plus beta RC plus IBRB plus 1 plus beta RE. Why this 1 plus beta is coming? Because of this IERE. IE is nothing but you should be understand. Okay. Why you are replacing IE with 1 plus beta? Why you are replacing RC? Where is RC? This one. Why you are replacing this one with the 1 plus beta? That is a point you should be understand. Minus IBRB will become plus IBRB because it is moving right side. Minus VB is along with the plus VCC, no problem. And this what is this one? IC plus IB, it is equal to the R. It is IC plus IB is equal to the 1 plus beta. Why? Because just you are taking out, that is a IC. What is that one? IB. Okay, you are taking out this IB. Then when you take this one IB outside, then what happened? You can be say IC divided by IB plus 1. IC divided by IB is nothing but it is the beta. That's what you are going to be replacing this one. Here 1 plus beta. Okay. What is the remaining term here? Plus IB or B is there. Okay. What is this one? Minus IE and RE. That is the minus IE and RE. Due to this 1 plus beta. Minus IE. You can be write this one plus IE RE. How do you write this one? Already we know. We know that one IE is equal to IC. Basically, IE is equal IC. From there you can be write it is 1 plus beta RE. And just to know this one, beta RC. Just to know this one, IB is equal to VCC minus VB divided by RB plus 1 plus beta into RC plus RE. Just we are adding this one 1 plus beta into RC plus RE. Then how this 1 plus beta RC plus RE is going to be impacted? Very simple. Or yeah, IB equation in this that obtained for this fixed bias configuration is in the terms of beta of RC plus RE. As we can say that the feedback path results in the reflection of the resistance RC back to the input circuit, much like reflection of RE. In general, we can be say that when IB is equal V dash divided by RB plus beta R dash. What is the V dash? VCC minus VB. What is the R dash? R dash may be RC plus RE. This RC plus RE is not going to be existed for the fixed bias. For emitter bias, you can have the RE only. There is no RC. For the collector to base bias, you can have the RC. For collector to base bias with RE, you can have the RC plus RE. That is the understanding of this IV. Then you apply the collector to base circuit KVL. Then what happen? You can have this one VCC minus IC plus IBRC minus VCE minus IER. Then you can have this one. What is the VCE? It is equal to VCC minus IERC plus RE. This one is, you should understand how the modified circuit is going to be using to get the more stability, though the temperature is increasing, though it is impacting over the IC increment and impacting over the beta, okay, like this. And voltage divider bias and self bias circuit. Here in the voltage divider bias, then what happened? We have the two transistors are there, R1 as well as, sorry, two resistors are there, R2. These two are going to be acting like a series circuit. These two are going to be taking the voltage is dividing, and voltage drop across this R2 will be acting as a base voltage. It doesn't mean that base to emitter voltage. Okay, it is the base voltage. Base voltage mean the voltage which is measured between the base and ground. When you say that one base to emitter voltage mean voltage which is measuring between the base to emitter. So the base voltage, it is between the base to grounded. The base voltage is equal R2 into I. V, according to the Ohm's law, V is equal to I or something like that. I R2 into I divided by R1 into I plus IB plus R2 into I into plus VCC. That is the equation can be used to determine what is the voltage at terminal B. Okay, let me consider I is much greater than IB. I is much greater than IB. You should understand that one, because the base current is very smaller. When you say that one, some amount of current which is passing through the R1, only IB amount of current is entering into the base terminal. What is the remaining amount of current? I. Where it is goes? It goes to the ground. Through which component? Through the R2 component. So you should understand I is much greater than the IB. Then what do you say? I plus IB is going to be equal to the I. Okay, then you can be rewrite that equation. VB is equal R2 I divided by R1 I plus R2 I. I you can be take common at denominator and cancel with denominator I. What is the remaining term? VB is equal R2 divided by R1 plus R2 into VCC. This is the equation used to determine this one. What is the VB? And you have to understand what is the collector circuit. Now let us applying that one collector circuit to determine the what is the VE and IE. You should be understand VE is nothing but IE into RE, and also you should be observe VE is nothing but VB minus VPE. VE you are measuring the voltage between the emitter to the ground. VB you are measuring the voltage between the base to ground. So VBE is measuring voltage between the base to emitter. So when you write the equation corresponding to the VE, that is VB minus VBE. Then you know that one IE, okay, it is equal to VB minus VBE divided by RE. Now you are going to be applying the KVL to the collector circuit. That is VCC minus ICRC minus VCE minus IERE is equal 0. What is the VCE? VCC minus ICRC IERE. Now the simplified circuit of the voltage divider bias. Simplified circuit. You can say this one simplified circuit by applying the Thevenin's theorem. You can be write that one RB is equal to R1 plus R2. Okay, R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, and Thevenin's equivalent voltage is equal to the IB RB plus VBE plus IE RE. Then you should be understand IE is equal IC plus IB. Then you substitute instead of the IE IC plus IB. VT is equal VBE plus RB plus RE, IB plus IC RE. This one is the voltage divider bias. And let us compare the biasing circuits. What are the how many resistors are there, and all these things you should be understand. Let me consider parameter, resistor required, stability provided, simplicity of the circuit, feedback provided. In fixed bias, how many resistors are there? One resistor, that is corresponding to the RP. And stability, it's very poor, having the problem with thermal runaway. And simplicity of the circuit, it's very simple. Is there any feedback provided? No. In collector to base circuit, having the resistor RB is equal to only 1, and it is having the stability, it is medium. Okay, having the stability, but it is having medium. Okay, and simplify of the circuit, it is somewhat more, and feedback is having a negative feedback. And the self bias or voltage divider bias, we have the three resistors. What are the resistors? R1, R2 and RE. What is the stability? Which is more. And what is the simplicity of the circuit? Is very complex because of the more components are there. What type of feedback is given? Negative feedback, but it is current series. Now you should be know feedbacks are many types: voltage shunt feedback, voltage series feedback, or current shunt feedback, current series feedback. These things we will come to know in upcoming classes when you are going to be using feedback circuitry. This is the class we have taken, okay, regarding the all the biasing mechanisms. Okay, how to be take more concentration, which biasing mechanism is usable and which one is flexible, which one is not impacting due to the temperature variations, which one is providing the more stability. That circuit, that type of biasing mechanism we are going to be used. Among all these three varieties, which one is going to be providing the more stability? Self bias or voltage divider bias. You should understand self bias, voltage divider bias circuits only you can be observed now onwards, because its stability is more. Stability need to be improved. Q point need not to be moved with the temperature. I should say here, when the Q point is varying, so some that distortions will become at output of your circuit. This one is today class. We'll discuss more in the next class. Thank you everyone.